Yes, sir. Who invented cookies and milk?
Who made the both of them a thing? That's a good question.
Are we in?
Yeah, we're inside.
Who invented cookies and milk?
Not invented, but who
wanna
made it a
guess?
thing? Who made it a thing?
Mrs. Claus, I imagine.
You don't know the real, right?
Because that's what Santa Claus drinks and eats when he goes out delivering.
I think it was a brand who said, "Let's take milk with cookies." I think it was a brand.
Turns out cookies and milk tradition hasn't left such an easy trail to trace. The Dutch.
I would say something.
So
like
Mrs.
that.
Claus is Dutch.
Mrs. Claus.
That's her name.
I feel like milk is the only beverage though that could go with cookies.
Yeah, but I think someone said that.
Yeah, like well, it's not like orange.
No,
juice.
but someone said that. It could be milk. It could be cookies and Fanta. Someone said.
No way.
But like,
No,
Now,
but
like, wait, have you ever had cookies and Fanta? It doesn't go down well.
That-
yeah, it doesn't.
Doesn't
Well,
go down well.
maybe yours. Mine might be okay. No, here's what I'm saying. Like, there's someone who said milk goes because that's not they come
no,
together.
okay,
milk goes with baked goods generally, like brownies and cookies and stuff like that.
Someone said that. Though.
No, someone tasted it.
It tasted
and
and
then
it went well.
suggested
It
it.
tastes right though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone tasted it and said, "Do you know what?
That bag.
Tommy, milk and cookies." And then they went around saying milk and cookies.
Well, that's like anything though. It's like trial and like they're gonna try it. If it doesn't go, they're just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Dave, you're questioning the wrong things.
So what's the right question?
Or George Bush or something, the 9/11. Watch. yeah.
Milk and cookies, come on, bro.
No, okay, but
Why do you have a problem with something that tastes good?
no, I don't have a problem with it. I just wanted to know where it came from. Like, think about
No, it's good to question though.
think about rice.
Okay.
Like, okay,
Rice came from China.
fantastic. So it came from China. So these Chinese
Did
people.
it?
Yeah.
I like to imagine so.
But then how did that means rice did one hell of a journey.
But
Like the
it
food.
just go back to history though. It's all about trade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like long grain rice.
But like then where did Nigerians meet Chinese to be
'Cause
eating jollof
the-
rice?
Oh man, they might have been friends for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Like, do you know Nigeria is in billions of dollars of, or is it yen? One of the currencies, death.
Deft.
Where
Is it deft? Is it deft or deft?
Well, that's it. The amount of money that we owe China is crazy. It's actually crazy.
Where did that relationship even come from? Like,
Nah, it's
What?
Chinese people invade everywhere.
Yeah, like
Like
they're
there's
the
literally
silent
Chinatown
killers.
everywhere in the world.
Yeah, like
Chinese,
Chinese.
like, where's
There's two in town.
Yeah, there's like there's a place on Parnell Street that's like just bare Chinese shops.
Yeah. I know it.
You know,
Yeah.
like where
Yeah, Caesars.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, would that be Chinatown?
we don't really have towns, but that'll be the closest to it.
that Korean barbecue. There's bed
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
There's bed
that
as well.
Yeah,
that
that street. Yeah, I know the street you're talking about. Is it? It's not Camden.
No, you don't. No, that's
No, it is. I do know the street. I do. God knows.
where crew is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Around that way.
Is it Camden
Is that
Street?
Camden Street?
No, it's not Cannon Street. Cable Street.
Cable. This is how we see. I knew.
It's that way. See, someone looked at
Okay,
it.
but you see that rice thing, yeah. So man got rice
Yeah.
and said, "I want to be like obviously."
Boil it.
Yeah, no. It's like, but hear me. How did you get to the boiling?
Right.
Did they eat the rice first? Oh, it's too crunchy.
Like, how do we make it softer?
Yes.
Hot water.
Yes.
I feel like
This guy just said,
I feel
use your
like-
brain.
I feel like it probably started off with cold water.
Okay.
And the rice wasn't getting soft.
Okay.
But you were
So
just
then it was
soaking
like,
up the
okay.
water.
Let's heat it up.
But
Okay.
Let's make it hot.
Back in the day, how did they heat it up?
Oh, it's easy.
Fire.
Splint.
Yeah.
Wood.
Just the wood thing.
Wood.
Wood on fire.
Yeah, wood on
That's
fire. Okay. And then cool. Then someone said, okay, let's make it a little bit,
What?
Seasoned.
seasoned. Let's put some
But
salt.
now their seasoning comes from India. Spice. It's all about trade.
It's all about trade, bro.
So
I
like
was gonna say Egypt
no spice.
Well,
Spice
yeah.
from
Why
India.
did you say Egypt?
because like there were darker people there, so like we like spice.
Yeah, but we like spice because of India though.
But
You know, I'd actually like to like. I'd love to be able to like consume the whole of the
Guy's so racist.
wait.
I know you had a racist thought. I know you so well. What came to your head was racism. I know it,
I'm gonna
bro.
make allegations like that. I just laughed.
Was it racist?
You bait yourself out.
Anyways, what you saying?
I'd love to be able to like see how everything got everywhere in the world. Like, imagine you can just go back in time, just see.
Yeah.
I think everything.
Like trace rice from like
where it went.
Yeah, so it went to Mongolia first, and then
Right.
this, and then ended up in Nigeria.
Singapore and then like Singapore noodles.
Yeah.
Fam,
Well, we know part of it though. It's like with the history of stuff. Like, so I know like Christopher Columbus. Yeah.
yeah.
He
That-
came
that-
from. I
he's a
think
clown,
he came.
isn't
Yeah. Well, he came from like
Portugal.
Portugal,
Portugal,
right?
yeah.
So I know he made a trip to India, right, and said, "Oh, well, they have spice, so let's make a trade," or they stole it, or whatever they did.
Oh, really?
Right, and then that's on the way of them going to America and finding that land, discovering really like stealing their land,
robbery.
Yeah. So that's
robbery.
That's how things kind of went around,
I think, I understand that there was a lot of trade of spices. I remember studying that
spice was
history.
like a currency.
Yeah, it was a currency. I remember. Yeah, but like
Preserved meat.
Yeah, really well. Yeah.
Oh really?
yeah.
Over here, it preserved the food.
So
say
I
over here, like
I can use my jumbo to preserve my chicken.
I don't think you should.
I don't think
because
I don't think it's safe.
So how come it was safe back then?
It wasn't it wasn't safe but
that one definitely
it's
had
better.
Sam and Ella.
It was just marination.
Them man, them man were dying. Like the
They
average
were-
age span was like 25.
Yeah, I heard.
They were dying of jaundice.
Yeah.
No,
And
but
then,
a lot of these things dates back to biblical times. Like
Yeah.
think about language now.
Yeah.
How did that come to play?
Well, in the Bible, though, you know that
the Tower
story,
of Babel.
yeah?
yeah, Tower of Babel.
What
Yeah,
happened?
it's just crazy to me
You know,
that
that's. I was gonna say some racist.
I was on a walk today. Yeah.
Well, what can you say that's racist?
No, the Tower. No, I was gonna mimic a language, and that's not good.
Yeah, that would be
that's
great.
not-
That
Yeah,
would
that would
be
be
great.
great. But
That
like,
would be
imagine
great. Yeah.
just
Dave, don't do it.
just tap into my frequency. Yeah. So Tower Babel, bear
Yeah.
man are just trying to build this thing.
Yeah, man.
God moves. Everyone's speaking a different language.
Yeah.
Just
That's
you know what I
crazy.
mean? Chinese,
Yeah.
Indian,
Russian.
just
It's
Somalian.
interesting how, like, as you said, how languages came about. Because I think about, like, saying random things like "geda bedebe,"
Right.
right? And how do you put meaning to that?
Right.
And how do, like, do you know what I mean? And wait, so think about it. Think about this, right?
Right.
I say "geda bedebe,"
Right.
right? And I want to tell you that "geda bedebe" means water.
Okay.
How do I communicate
Right.
that "geda bedebe"?
Right.
If you don't understand any language I'm speaking,
Yeah.
how do I tell you
it's water?
it's water?
Okay, so
Do I point to water?
Wait,
"Geda
do you have an
bedebe"?
answer for this?
well, yeah, I think so. Well, I just think so. I don't think it's right though. But okay, let's say God said He just moved and said everybody's speaking a different one, right? They obviously didn't have the vocabulary to explain everything, right?
Yeah.
So the get the better would probably mean like they'll probably go with their leaders, right? So say you're like a king, right?
Yeah, that was
So-
it's King David. Yeah.
Right.
It was.
So your people are gonna be looking at you like what's this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then if you're saying like get the better it means water, then it means water. You know what I mean? That's just
So it
what
was
is.
"geda bedebe." You got it wrong there.
Get the better
Yeah.
It means water.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just think it's more like of a process over time because I think about that too, because even like Irish, like Gaelic,
Yeah.
right? I always think it's such a hard language because it doesn't derive from Latin, right? So Latin
Yeah.
is like English and Spanish and French and Italian. That's why it's similar. You
Yeah.
see words that are similar.
Yeah.
But then Gaelic is a whole different type of thing,
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Gaelic.
it's like it comes
Sorry.
from Celtic.
Yes,
Celts,
the Celts, right?
Yeah.
But then I think the English is from the Germanic language. I remember studying that one
English
time.
is-
Yeah. Derives from it's like a third derivative of.
Wow.
derivative.
Big words about it.
Put my
No, but
goodie
I
on.
think the language thing was just spiritual because you can't.
It's
Yeah.
mad, isn't
Can't
it?
get the meaning of every single
It's
word.
like speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
It just
That's a
happens.
spiritual thing. You know, today I was on a prayer walk today, like at 2:00 in the afternoon, bro. And because I usually walk in the night and pray.
Yeah.
But this one was like 2:00 in the
Daytime,
daytime.
busy.
People were walking past me. So every time someone walked past me, I just said, "Oh, jeez."
Oh, well, you be blasting.
Because I was
tongues and then you
blasting
go
tongues
quiet.
beforehand, but then when they come, I'm like, jeez. Well, yeah, man. We have a lot of things to talk about, but let's get an intro in first, right?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy KD,
King groups.
No, then.
and welcome to Where's Your Head At podcast. We have a special guest. State your name, brother.
Aidan.
Aidan.
Igiehon. Pleasure to meet you guys, man.
Thank you so much for coming on, bro. The second I told you at all.
I'm not the talent on the podcast today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm just standing at a lowly 6'3".
How tall are you?
I'm 6'10".
That's wild.
I never.
Unit.
He's a unit.
6'10".
I get asked by Irish people all the time, Jesus, you're huge.
Yeah,
I can't imagine what your life is like.
Oh, it's insane, man. It's insane. Here, it's really crazy.
I
It gets
can
stuck
imagine
every second.
America is like, it's normal, isn't it?
It's not even that it's normal. It's just that, if of course, it's a bigger country, it's more people,
Yeah.
So then you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So here, not so much. So
Yeah, I probably only know like 2 people taller than me.
That's crazy. Because when you walked in, I knew it was a basketball coming, but it's like,
What the fuck?
what's the story there, you pal? What's going on, mate? No, that's bad. Basketball.
yeah.
So we'll get into your career. We'll talk because you know what, someone gave me some nice feedback about like when people come on, they want like I guess our viewers want to know more about like their life and everything. So we'll get into your life and stuff in a second.
Yeah.
But there's been an ongoing argument recently. Not argument really, but it's a bit of argument
It's mainly you.
brought up by me.
Just a debate, yeah.
Basketball is alright, yeah. So basketball is a decent enough sport.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
No, it doesn't think it's as technical as football.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Yeah, can't be. But yeah, go ahead. Show me your
So I
argument.
played both.
Yeah,
So I grew up playing football.
yeah.
What I can tell you is, well, the biggest sport in the world is obviously football.
Yeah.
Like that's the number.
Makes sense, and there's clearly a reason why. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Let's just say, but it's also an older sport. Like it dates back longer. But anyway, no, I mean, I think you're saying that because you don't know a lot about basketball. Like basketball is actually very.
I grew up on basketball. I used to play myself.
I know he's lying. I think obviously the higher level you go up in any sport, the more technical it becomes. You know, you watch more film. You know, there's strategies, there's stuff like that. So it's actually a very, very technical sport. But when you're like an outsider watching it, you just be like, well, just put the ball in the hoop and that's it.
Yeah.
But like you're not really learning about that scout. You're not learning about you actually literally have to know everything about the other team, like every player.
Yeah.
You know, even sometimes if you really want to start playing mind games, you even know who their girlfriend is and start talking crazy. It goes that deep.
Like what? Your girlfriend is it?
It'd be like if I'm guarding you, I'm like how's Ava doing?
Oh,
You'd be like, wait, what? Like now, but now
You're getting an elbow straight.
Ava.
So when I go, we going back like, all right.
Yeah.
But it's very mental. Like their game is 80% mental and 20% playing. Like you know, so it goes deep. Like you really have to know your stuff.
Yeah, no, like I said again, sounds decent. I think
Man disregarded everything you said. He disregarded every single thing. How are you insulting a man's profession?
No, obviously, I'm just doing that just to win the argument. I think my argument always about basketball is that we use our hands for like 90% of things. Like we use our hands to do a lot of things. So it makes more sense to me to be more skilled with your hands than to be skilled with your feet. Yeah. So for a player to be able to, because majority of things we do with our feet is just walk or run or move. With our hands we do so much more. Like as in,
so you're used to using your hands.
You're used to using your hands. So to throw. Again, I know basketball is not just throwing it into a hoop.
That's what he's trying to say, though.
No, hear me. But this is the ultimate goal, right? The ultimate goal is to direct this ball to your player. Right. I understand the tactical side because football has tactics as well. So I understand there's tactics. Let's move that out of the way, right? Yeah. Talk about throwing the ball to somebody and you throwing the ball back to me, catching the ball. Yeah. We use our hands a lot to get the ball into the hoop. Yeah. I think it's easier than someone. Okay, to throw the ball into a hoop is easier than
someone to score a goal from like 40 yards.
No, not even that. Even to kick the ball into a hoop.
Well, to kick the ball, of course,
into a hoop.
But that's why you're not kicking the ball into a hoop, though.
No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like if we had a hoop,
of course, yes,
not up there. If we had a hoop on the floor to throw a ball and to kick, which is more
to throw is easier than to kick.
Yes,
you're creating mad circumstances.
No, but
a hoop would never be on the floor.
Yeah, I think we should compare the goal and the hoop.
Yeah,
saying?
of course. What I'm saying with the goal, I'm making the goal is like
It's huge, by the way.
there's a keeper in that as well, bro. You know what I mean? You might have a free net.
Right.
Throw it in there if you can.
You're right.
I mean, we are up against a goalkeeper
Right.
who's like your height,
Yeah.
who's like diving, who's like covering most of the goal, and you gotta, bro.
It's not covering most of the goal.
Apparently.
What I will say
he
is
A keeper doesn't cover most of the goal.
Football is the hardest sport to score, and of course that's why the games are 2-0 or something like that.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, you might have like
basketball,
150,
it's
like, come on.
12 to 100, of course, But that's why sometimes people may argue that basketball's more fun to watch because there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, it's a bunch of kids running up, but I get it. Like that is fun to watch.
Right.
But football, I'm talking about technicality.
Okay. Yeah.
Guys, you heard it from a basketballer yourselves.
He didn't agree.
There's an argument there. I'd say there's an argument. I'm not saying it's right, but there's definitely an argument.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that has to go in with your feet in basketball.
Like what?
Like footwork. Like you know.
Yeah, your pivot, bro.
Yeah.
I used to play. I used to play back in the day. It's
Yeah.
called the pivot, bro. Keep your
Everything
left
is
leg
your feet. Like it
on
really,
the
even
on the
like
ground.
shooting, your
Yeah,
feet have
yeah.
to be like right.
Planted well,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Planted well. Like angled right. I'm not gonna shoot my feet facing that way, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be
And how would that affect your?
right. So it's like really would be like your balance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like your feet have play a big role.
Yeah.
Is there a difference with shooting like this and shooting like this? I've heard that when you do like this, you're more likely to get like what's that swish?
Yeah.
Well, this is how I learned, right? So with your hands, these two fingers are very important, right? So these two fingers, you want to point where you want
Well,
to
your
shoot.
finger long.
Bro, say pause quickly. What's your
I'm
finger long?
comfortable with my sexuality, man. I don't need to say pause.
As you should, man. Good.
Come on, my guy. Finger long.
So these two fingers are really important.
These two fingers are really important. So like, if I want to shoot at your laptop, let's say, I'm gonna aim my fingers at your laptop. I'm not gonna put it that way because the ball's probably gonna go that way.
Yeah.
So these are like your
Directional.
directional fingers, right?
Yeah.
So when you're shooting, you probably want the ball to release off these first two fingers. That's why they want you to follow through, put it in the net,
That makes sense.
And then you aim towards the flipping.
aim towards. And this is
Sounds
just your
easy.
hand.
Yeah.
Sounds easy.
Like, do you know what I mean? I can't tell you how to bend the ball. Do you know what I mean? As a footballer, do you know what I mean? Bend it like Beckham. Nah, come on, get it over.
That's something you can learn.
Get it over the wall.
That's something you can
Can
learn.
you bend it like Beckham?
Ball hit the side of the ball.
Our next time we play football, yeah, I'm gonna get.
Come on, my guy.
Bro, the next time we play football, yeah, I'm gonna record him. You're gonna have to bend it like Beckham. I'm gonna put a wall. You put it over the wall.
That sounds what? I know that's a football term. That sounds mad. Bend it like Beckham.
That's crazy.
Okay, because my flipping PE teacher told me get a W shape when
yeah,
you're.
no, that's wrong.
Your PE teacher doesn't know anything. Wait, is that not how you catch it?
No, we said that's how you throw it. How do you score the points, right? So you get a W
you
shape.
throw like this.
Yeah, no, you get a W shape and then aim for the box. That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all wrong. For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's wrong.
I think basketball as well is a lot more physical than football is.
I don't want to say that, bro.
I definitely agree. That's not even. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Why
You
would
know
you-
what's crazy? Yeah.
Is it?
I don't think so.
Growing up, yeah. So I played football.
Yeah.
And they always said
To
that,
what level though?
like just like kids, like under what was that? Under 11, under 12. Like it's nothing crazy. But growing up, I was always told that basketball was a girl sport. Like because it's no contact sport.
Yeah.
There's
Come
a-
on, let's
there's
talk about that
fouls.
for a second. Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not playing basketball. Like, it's a girl sport.
Yeah.
But as I made the transition, I'm like, Jesus, like, it's pretty tough. Like, you got to be, like, strong. Like, it's a lot of shouldering, a lot of... Yeah, like, it's a non-contact because, like, you're going to get... If you get hit, you're going to get fouled. But fouls don't get called that often. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you're playing against big men. Like, this is, like, serious size. So it's physical. Like, you have to be strong.
You know, in your team,
Yeah.
Where would you place in height-wise?
So this past season, I was the... Second tallest?
Second tallest. Okay,
Yeah.
and then what would be the shortest?
The shortest, well, my team, you got a guy that was 5'10".
Oh, that's mad.
5'10"?
Yeah, but he was tiny. Like on the floor, it looks like he's tiny. But he was actually one of our better players.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
he's
He's quick. He was
quick,
good.
yeah.
So I mean, if you're 6'10", you're tall.
Yeah,
Basketball,
of course.
But
Okay, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
like,
true.
but like you're just like I'm average height. Like in the NBA, I'd be average height from my position. Average height.
Man.
That's crazy.
How tall is LeBron then?
6'8".
So you're taller than LeBron.
Yeah.
You'll be greater than him in Jesus' name.
Glory. Amen. I think okay, in terms of my thing is in terms of physicality, yeah, like I understand the as in the physical strain you guys go through playing basketball. Like you guys are going up and down the court like all the time. I get that. I like to like if I'm comparing it, you're going up and down the court. How long is a basketball match? Or you guys call it a game
40
minute?
to 48 minutes. It depends now. So like 48 minutes would be like a full pro game.
I know what he wants to say.
I know what you're trying to say, but listen. I can back it up already though, right? So there's positions in football, yeah. You know, you're a center back or you're a defender, you're a midfielder, you're a striker, right? Cool. So if the defenders are defending, the strikers aren't running back. Like only a few do that.
Nah,
No,
but they
they're
are,
probably
bro.
gonna stop at the midfield and be like, "Yeah, lads,
Get the ball to me, yeah.
like you know what I mean." Basketball is up and down.
Bro, some of these
Non-stop.
men run 100 meters for this thing, man.
Yeah,
You
I
might
feel
run-
like- I'll be watching
you
that.
have to be fit to play basketball.
I think so too, because you're not in a full
Yeah.
sprint up and down.
Bro, you did the bleep test in second school.
Bro, bodied it.
What you lying?
Basketball is a deep test for 48
He
minutes.
bodies everything. Everything you've done in your life, you body it.
Most likely, yeah.
No, but you imagine up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
How many minutes is what? A quarter?
12.
12
12
minutes.
minutes. Up and down.
12 minutes, boys. 12
And
minutes,
how
boys.
long is the break between?
So like let's say like in college, you have like 4-minute wars, right? So like it'd
Okay.
be like 4 minutes, and then the TV would be like advertisements. So
okay.
every 4 minutes you'll get like like a timeout, a free timeout. You know what I'm saying? Now if I'm a coach and I see my players are tired, I can call a timeout.
Ah, lads, come on. Come on, boys. Come
Can't
on.
call that in football.
Lads,
That's
are
what
you
I'm saying.
tired?
Like
Come on, lads. Come on, lads.
you're stuck out there, but I can't.
Yeah, man.
You're stuck, man. You're stuck. You gotta.
So under what circumstance are players change out
When
of
it's too
football?
hot.
No, change out of football. Is it?
What do you mean, like sub?
Yeah,
sub-
Yeah,
So, like,
tactical change.
So it's always tactical.
Yeah, or like if the manager thinks a player is tired,
Yeah,
or whatever it is, but the
Tired,
player
yeah.
is used to playing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes 120.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
And like once you sub out, like in football, that's it.
you can't come back on. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can't.
no.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know. Yeah.
In school, it's roll on, roll off. I love it.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, man, but yeah, listen, it's always good to have a chat with actual professionals. You know,
I have another question actually. We got stick for saying Steph is a goal. Is he a goal to you?
Yeek, man. No, man.
No?
Well, he's one of the best players to ever play, for sure.
I think
One of.
Yeah, my
But-
argument was that like he changed the nature of
Oh,
basketball.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
So like you have to give him something.
No, of course. I mean, again, he revolutionized the whole game. Like, you know what I mean? And for you to do that, like, you have to be a pretty like special person.
Yeah.
So he's just like below the likes of LeBron, MJ.
Yeah, like there's different tiers. Like,
Okay.
You know, my tier 1 would be LeBron and Michael Jordan. Like that's
Right.
tier 1.
Okay.
You can't get past that.
Okay.
To me, LeBron's the best player ever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's,
He
That's a
fumbled the
generational
ball
thing.
recently, didn't he?
yeah, that was
you say?
bad.
He fumbled recently. Yeah, they swept him, huh?
Yeah, you did. They
And
did.
they swept him.
But listen, man.
What does that mean? Swept him?
Yeah, so in
No,
the,
I wanted to
Oh,
answer.
yeah. No, good. Yeah. Look at him.
What does that mean?
Let's take your time.
Sweeping is when.
Right.
So he tried to. So what? So
What did I do was?
they slapped the ball off his hand, didn't it? That's how it was. No.
No, man, that's not sweat. Man.
That's what a headline.
That's us reading news. You just run with it.
Oh my god.
No, but Brown tried though. This is year 20 for him, man. Imagine playing 20 years.
20
like,
years is
crazy.
It's nuts, man. Like
It's mad.
Like the longevity is what I think he's also so great. Like
Yeah.
he's been so good for so long. You know,
He's like what, nearly
38?
40 now?
he's nearly 40. He's still one of the best players in the NBA. Imagine that.
That's
Mad.
40.
To hold that position at that age is crazy.
It's actually ridiculous.
Some say it's part of the Illuminati though, but like,
Yeah. See,
What would be the average basketball retirement age?
average?
32?
It's like 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's superseded.
It's kind of same with football as well.
Yeah,
though.
because he's around 30.
Like, you know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
athlete
people
age
leave
is
at 30.
different, man.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
f-
I don't like to be
football is a very short career.
Yeah, but like,
15 years.
Yeah, but I guess they're starting really,
start
really
young,
young as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've seen
basketball-
17, 19-year-olds play at like high level.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The average basketball career is definitely shorter than football. For sure.
yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
crazy,
He's
crazy.
38.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
So that might
that's
tap out
insane.
easier,
I
okay.
feel like the average NBA career is like 5 years. 5 to like search it up.
5,
5 to
really?
7 years. Yeah.
Nah.
Average NBA career.
Yeah. I mean, like it's hard. Like again, it's hard.
Why is that like?
Well, there's 2 reasons in my book, right? So there's the NBA draft. They're drafting these new guys every year, right?
Yeah.
There's only 450 players in the NBA.
So like you have to
somebody
like,
has
come
to
in
go.
and go.
Someone
Like,
has to go.
Wait,
like
so,
a
sorry,
cycle.
say that again.
So they're drafting 60 picks every year.
Okay.
New kids coming in.
Okay.
There's only 450 active NBA roster spots. Active. Right?
Okay.
And it's like if there's a new pick coming in, someone's losing their job, man. So it's hard to stay in the NBA.
4.5 years.
4.5 years, see?
And so that
That's
man,
nuts.
if you get like if a new kid comes in, right?
Yeah. And he plays your position and he's just young. He's younger, he's better. The people just they want
They
he's
tell
more
me
of
to
a-
go to leave the club.
Yeah.
long day.
Jesus.
It's like so you lose your spot and now you're a free agent. Nobody picks you up. You're out that league. Like
And then that's when the man go to Turkey and stuff.
That even makes sense why LeBron is the GOAT. It even makes more sense.
yeah, man, I mean, no one's taking his job, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's even why. Like
That's like
it's
if
tough, man.
if the average is
It's
4.5
competitive.
years and he's been there for a solid 20,
Yeah.
Imagine.
He
must be
He's
doing
played
so
5
good.
years more than
Your other man, there's some other
times
players that play more than 5 years. Obviously,
Oh,
there's
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
That's
then
the
again-
average. Like, yeah.
because some fella just retired just there.
yeah,
He played,
Carmelo Anthony.
yeah,
That's not he
19 years.
19 years.
He did
Yeah,
19
but
years.
was he like good? Was
Oh
he-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
he
I
was
just
a-
saw it was that guy's baby daddy or whatever you want to call it.
who?
What's Lala?
I think he just cheated, didn't it?
Yeah, he cheated better, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like split now.
yeah. I heard like
to be honest, I think the people we're even talking about are anomalies. Like the Carmelo Anthony's, the you know their names.
KD. KD. You know KD, right?
Yeah, but
No, they say you look like who?
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green, yeah.
Yo, my God. You look like Draymond.
Yeah, me
that all the time.
and Draymond are cool.
A lot of people said on TikTok.
Oh my God, you look like Draymond.
Me
man.
and Draymond go back way
way
back.
back,
I
yeah.
like it, man. His cousin or so.
So
Serious, man. Jesus, man.
no, but and a lot of girls.
For what?
Basketball.
You know what it means, bro.
No.
Like just no.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for athletes in general, you get a lot of female attention, but you gotta run, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
Yeah, it'd be
You
important to
gotta
run.
find-
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta find that one and just like.
Yeah.
solid.
Quickly, yeah. Would your coaches, I guess, promote that, or push you to like stay with one person?
Well, see, I've always like struggled with this now in my head, right? Because obviously I'm Nigerian, so I come from a Nigerian home.
Yeah.
And everything is the girls are devils.
Yeah.
Don't go to women. If you're downfall in life, so then you're generally you're generally growing up and being scared of girls. Oh yeah, my mom said I'm not focused if I, you know.
yeah.
So, but I think being like single and being an athlete and just out there, you get a lot of women just thrown at you, yeah.
Yeah.
So isn't it logically isn't it harder to focus, yeah? Because then temptation is there. You're like, oh, okay, this
All
is
the time.
But if you're locked in, right?
Yeah.
You're less likely to. Your mind's not really. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
aren't you more focused? I always see that like even the most successful athletes have like a good woman behind them. You know.
Yes.
Like if you see like Steph Curry,
Yeah.
LeBron James, like all those really like the greats. Even not even basketball, like just in business wise in general. Like all the successful men have good women behind them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was thinking about it from a footballer's perspective. Like most of these footballers have like wives, like a kid
young as well.
from young, like and I was like, is this something that's promoted? Because I'm sure if Jadon Sancho says he's single right now, for example, I don't know if he is, or Michael Rashford
Everyone
says,
and their mom would line up for
like,
Oh yeah.
how many girls would be like literally exactly everyone at the moment would be just like,
They can have their pick.
and then if you're the type of person that wants to like sleep with all the girls that come your way, would that like distract you? So I'm sure like there's
Like,
someone
yeah.
in the club saying like, yo, Y'all
feel like
get in
there's-
relationships.
yeah,
Y'all get married.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably smarter to do that. Like because you're distracted. Say you're doing that, you're paying every girl that your attention. Like what's that doing for you though? Like
Yeah.
like what's that? It's all empty, right? So like what's that? Doing, So I feel like it probably wouldn't come from the coaches because the coaches. They're about basketball. They're not gonna be like, listen,
Personal life,
yeah.
yeah.
Like they don't really. It's business, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're playing sport, you have that advisor probably within your circle. That will probably let you know that you could, whether it's your boy or your cousin or wherever, you have that person that would kind of guide you.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the mix, man, it's hard.
How do you navigate female attention?
I think I navigate
Yeah?
pretty well. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I do.
Yeah. Fair play.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
There's an element of that I'm curious about. Once a certain level of success is attained, the girls that you would have wanted or you would have chased after now want you. Does that make it harder to
The differentiate, like what's real.
Yeah, what's real? Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Even like coming home, you just kind of see that, yeah.
Yeah.
That they don't really know what you're doing or whatever.
In Aidan.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, that's the kid that went to America, yeah.
Yeah.
I can kind
get
of
some
like,
of that.
but I feel like I can see through that, So like the smart thing that I always read that what these athletes do, if you know, it's like a lot of them they're like childhood sweethearts. Or
Yeah,
high school
childhood,
sweethearts.
yeah.
There were people that were there before all that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's who they gravitate to. But yeah, man, like you have to be careful, bro. Like you have to be careful. Like make sure that not even only girls, but just people in general are with you for the right reasons. Yeah.
Do you think there's baddies in Aidan?
I don't know, man. I actually don't even know. Actually, like that's a real answer.
That's a good answer.
That's a real answer, bro.
Good answer. That's a
Don't
good
know,
answer.
man.
Oh man.
What do you think? I don't know.
Me? Nah, I don't see.
You don't?
I don't see.
We're like this.
I don't see.
We're so blind.
I'm blind.
Yeah.
Legally blind.
We're like, what? Nobody's in Ireland.
Stevie Wonder.
Nah, for sure. No, I think it's beautiful girls.
Yeah.
And I don't even love the word baddies. Like, what you-
Beautiful. Oh my god.
Come on. Come on, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Anyway.
Boys, did you man see what happened this week? Derek Jackson.
Oh, no.
His wife came out and said, I'm going to find the article.
Who's
the
this?
tweet. Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson. Who's that?
This
The guy that had
So
an affair.
yeah,
And he writes like marriage books and stuff like that.
He's writing marriage books, bare, and then came out that he was cheating.
on his wife.
And
And she came out with the helmet of salvation.
It's like a bonnet.
yeah, so do you know?
Yeah, I did actually. She said
I didn't see that.
she
Wait.
studied
Yeah, so-
other women.
So he recorded his own sex tapes.
Oh, class.
Yeah, and played it to his wife.
But like from previous relationships.
From previous relationships, and said, "I want you to learn how to please me."
Aye. Yo, I have to stand up.
So
man.
she was watching film,
Yeah,
studying.
Blue film.
she went and said like, "I knew other women's bodies better than my own body."
Oh, that's actually so sad.
That's kind of sad though.
That it actually is sad. It's not even funny. It's actually sad.
No, that is funny. What you mean it's not funny?
Nah, it's sad.
That's
It's
horrible,
sad.
bro.
It's
That's
sad.
sad.
Gas.
Self-esteem
What?
is-
That's what I'm saying.
Why would we say that's horrible? That's gas.
That's
What the
bad.
hell?
Even women though, they're like sensitive creatures, man. I feel like if they're just like, how can you as a woman even like?
No,
watch that? Like, even like flip it. Let's
Imagine you
flip it.
watching
Let's say
your
your
wife.
Let's say your wife is doing that.
Is this still funny?
No,
It's-
hold on.
I'm a clown.
Hold on.
I'm a clown.
Hold on. On a Friday night, she buys you popcorn and
Yeah.
goes, "Let's watch a movie."
And it's
And
just her.
presses play.
Yeah.
And instead of being, "We're just doing this," but that guy. And she said, "Yeah, you don't hear it like that."
She said that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying her having to watch a sex tape. I'm just thinking it's very foolish for your husband to come and tell you this is how to do it and you stay there. I understand.
fair enough, yeah.
I understand that
That's
there's probably, I don't know, maybe emotional abuse. I know it's very, very layered. But to like that is it. To me, if anyone did that to me and I stayed there, I'm a didgeridoo. Like I'm the one that's
I'm a didgeridoo.
Come on, boys. Like, come on.
On one hand, I sympathize with the woman.
Yeah.
No, on a
But
big
on
part.
the other hand, I like the guy is showing you how he likes to get pleased.
Oh my God.
No.
But
Hey,
why
wait,
don't you just tell
wait.
her though? Yeah.
Maybe,
No, but
maybe some
Maybe she's a
some
visual
people are
learner.
visual learners. They need to see it to do it. No.
He's talking about learning styles.
But wait. Did he cheat? Did he cheat?
Yeah, bro.
He still cheated after
Then it
that.
doesn't
That's
matter.
why.
Then it
That's why I
doesn't
think.
matter.
That's why I think the whole thing is
Then it
funny,
doesn't
bro.
matter.
Should I tell you-
If he didn't cheat, then I say kudos to you, bro. But the fact that he
my
cheated
problem,
was-
my problem is he has broken her down mentally.
Yeah,
That she's not making the right decisions for herself.
Yeah, no.
she's a vegetable.
Yeah. So the idea of you saying that she should just walk away. She's not gonna think like that.
No, but I'm saying like any. I know. That's why I'm saying. That's why I said it was layers because I'm sure any sensible person is saying, "Are you stupid?" Like, show me your old sex tapes and telling me this how you want me to do it. Are you crazy?
The fact that he still has them in the marriage, is not.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many things.
There's so many things wrong with that.
There's so many things before even showing your wife. Like
so many
there's too many things. And okay, if you like, I don't even advocate for this. I don't advocate for pornography in any like sense. But maybe show like if this was the case, would you not show it from some other people?
Right.
You're
Find a
showing
random
yourself.
Search up what you're trying to find.
You maybe you know what I mean.
Well,
Again,
it might not be the same body type, bro.
oh flip.
It might not be the same length. There's a lot of things you have to consider.
Yeah, but his wife isn't the same. Like as you know what I mean. His wife has a different body.
also true. That's also
He's a dumbass, and so is she. I'm sorry.
That is it's when I read it, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wait, hold on.
But this wasn't public information, though. This just came out too, right?
No, as it wasn't public information.
wasn't,
yeah.
clearly,
So
yeah.
she put. I think she was on a podcast and she
She let
said
it
all
out.
this stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
damn, she exposed
Yeah.
it.
Because okay, yeah, and
Because this guy wrote books. Even the way he got exposed was crazy. I remember back when he got exposed. You know, he was recording videos in his car.
Oh, yeah,
And one woman came out and goes, "You see the house in the background?
yeah, that's my
That's
house.
my house."
So he was giving advice after he had.
After he had finished cheating, he'd be giving advice to other people like, "Yo, this is how you get your woman to submit and all this shit." And the house
But
that they cheated
was what he was saying bad?
Nah,
It's probably logical.
probably
Yeah.
very good stuff.
He's probably smart. Like he
Yeah,
probably
he's
knows
very
what
smart
he's
guy,
talking
yeah.
about. But
But
you
just
know
from
that
the wrong person.
do as I say, not as I do. Type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's probably doing.
I think a lot of people are that just like do as I say. Like I actually heard something today because like I minister, right? So I was gonna say I kind of minister. I heard something that was really powerful because I was listening to a preacher and he said, I don't want to only deliver the word. I want the word to deliver me, which is like a lot of people could strong because a lot of people could say
Seriously,
stuff, and like I could deliver that so good, but it ain't really working with me.
You're just saying it.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
like a messenger type.
Exactly. So I think that's the Derek Jackson thing. I do like the wife coming out now and saying like all these things. Yeah, it was like I don't want to belittle her experience. You know, the severity of what she was
She
in.
went through.
Do you know what I mean? Was like it's baffling to me. It's not the question. It's just baffling to me the fact that you also knew that this was wild, like that he was showing you a video.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you say after you're in a relationship shows that you knew that was a crazy thing to do.
But then some women, some men can break women down to the
Relationships
point,
are wild, man.
to the point where they can't even speak out anymore.
I feel like
Okay.
even some of the people that you guys have been through, probably I've been through it, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll tell you something from their past, and you're sitting there like, damn, like, how could you really like you right now, as you're talking to me, and as I know you as a person, how could you go through that?
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like if you're in such a bad relationship, you build like a psychological jail in your head. Like you just can't get out. Like you're okaying things you never okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what she was in.
Yeah. Because like, bro, like, give you context. Remember the podcast you're telling me you recorded? The dominatrix woman.
Yeah.
Husband is still in the house.
Yes,
Why she
man.
does that? She's broken him down mentally.
Yeah, like that it's okay. No, it's true.
Am I lying?
No, but
It's
there's
true.
two ways. There's two ways
know,
because
but-
he's broken her down mentally
I
as
know,
well, bro.
But bro, he's still sitting in the house with her
If-
while she's going out doing all that
If
madness.
anything, he might be winning, bro.
No, I don't think she's.
Wait, did you give the full context?
No.
Yeah, there's a full. As in the
Oh,
full,
yeah, okay, I guess the full context. He used to abuse her.
Oh.
And then,
Okay, there you go. There you go. I thought it was
and
just.
then now I think she's expressing her abuse through being a dominatrix
To other men.
Okay. So she's broken.
yeah.
Yeah.
to pieces.
Yeah, to pieces, bro. Because you're still living in the same house as the guy.
Yeah, no, but
But then the guy too is also.
that's what I'm trying to say.
No,
like,
I'm saying like for you, never to. We want to be clear. We're never advocating abuse. Do you know what I mean? But for him to abuse her and still live in that house,
Yeah. That's crazy.
yeah, no, I hear you.
It's
But
crazy.
what I'm trying to say is, you two as a man, after you've done all of that and your wife is now doing dominatrix outside, you two are saying, okay, well, it's calm. We'll just live in the same house.
So, you know, some men don't care about that.
They don't care.
You know, a lot of porn stars are married.
bro.
Wild.
A lot of porn
Yeah.
stars are married.
Oh, just a job.
Yeah,
Just a
I
job.
remember
It's
listening.
It's a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's a 9 to 5.
One time I found.
What did you find, bro? What did you find, bro?
You searching that up.
Someone I used to watch when I used to be into that. I found that she was married.
Yeah,
she used to
yeah.
go on vacation with her husband.
Well,
I was
husband,
like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
I remember one of them, which I found.
Me too.
No, it was one like,
It
yeah.
was mind blowing.
She was the interviewer was asking like, do you have like as in so you'd go out work and then come home and just like her boyfriend had no problem with it. It's like
Some guys don't care.
because she said like sex with her boyfriend was like sex.
Yeah,
But-
like intimate.
yeah, intimate. But with her co-workers, it was just like work.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, bro, I'm not even sorry. No, that can't
That
be
doesn't even
me.
make sense. But
That
what do you
can't-
mean?
yeah, it
sex
doesn't
with
make
her
sense.
boyfriend was
Doesn't make
sex, and you know what you work.
Yeah.
Isn't it that same action as go? It might be different, like
Yeah.
the emotional aspect, but
Yeah,
no, that's wrong, man.
it's wrong.
What about if you had an actress and she had to do a sex scene?
They're not really having sex.
Wait, say again.
What?
Like if your wife was an actress
Okay.
and she had to do a sex scene.
Well,
Like-
if
like-
it's a movie that is really being published, it's really not happening.
Like intimate kissing is
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
see, like I've always asked that question. Like that's tough to handle.
Yeah.
Say like your wife is like a famous actress, and there's a kiss scene, and he's like really into it. You know, like, kissing your wife.
Because
Like,
you
how do
know,
you sit there and
yeah.
Imagine
Because
like,
you know the man, like if it was, not me, but if it was like, if it was somebody else kissing your wife, you know what he's enjoying.
because it's your wife.
Because it's your wife.
Can't be me still.
It can't be, like,
But even like
Would you- no, so-
Will Smith and all them like.
nah, but look at Will Smith.
Apparently, people are saying Will Smith is a clone.
Yeah, he probably is,
Apparently,
bro.
they're saying he's a clone.
He probably is,
Don't
bro.
even get me started with that whole controversial stuff, man. That whole thing is insane, man. I try not to read into it too much because
Yeah.
it drives me mad.
No, because like if say for example your girlfriend was like genuinely pursuing acting, and you knew that she was like this is because this is an actual thing that's actually happened to somebody I know. Like literally, one of them were going to go and do an acting scene, and it was going to be a kissing scene, and the other partner was not happy with it.
Fair enough.
That's mad.
Like some people can handle that, some can't. And I
don't
don't
have
even
the
think
capacity.
it's about handling. Yeah,
But this is her
it
dream.
because
This is her dream.
What?
It's her dream.
Yeah, but it's not cheating. Though, is
Dream
it?
of something else. Like.
What's your
Talking about.
dream? Because technically it's not cheating.
No,
You're-
I
technically
wouldn't
no.
consider
You're
it
doing
cheating.
your job.
Yeah, she's doing a job.
Okay, so
Do your job well.
so
Do you
let's
know
talk
what? Do you
about
know
that
what?
then.
Like, sorry,
Wait,
by
wait,
that
yeah.
vein, by that logic, you could stretch you to the further side, which is porn.
No, we can't go there.
No,
that's
that's different.
morally.
That's just
Like, do you see-
No, I
see what I'm saying?
I get your thought.
like by that logic, you could actually just stretch
But
it.
then-
Like, if it's just a job.
my argument is this: by what his logic is, right? So what is cheating though? Is cheating just emotional then?
No, cheating is
Because you're saying that it's just a job, but it's just the action. I'm still kissing
No,
you.
you
It's
could be
not
having
cheating.
many jobs.
But like, yeah.
But they.
So what is it?
no,
Is it
but
emotional?
cheating
No,
is
man.
cheating is. I didn't know about it.
Tough.
She's
Cheating
telling
is I
you.
didn't know about it.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. Because if you told your
It's
teacher,
true.
if you told your
It's
teacher,
true.
hey,
It's
I'm
true.
going to look at these notes, it's not cheating.
It's
Do
true.
you know what I mean?
Is it true?
I don't know, bro.
I'm just thinking, bro. So your wife would just be scheduling. She'd just be scheduling like on the 13th it'd be John.
Yes.
On the 15th
You are a
Michael.
good salesman.
Well, okay. Well, I can. The only reason why I can accept that logic is because there are open relationships, right?
Yeah.
So it's not cheating because they all know about
They
it.
all know. Yeah.
Open relationship.
They all know about it.
That's insane.
So cheating is just when the other person doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Because that's what cheating means. But no,
No, cheating.
though, like,
that might be lying.
That's not what
You might be
cheating.
thinking of lying.
No, cheating is like literally. So this is the rules of the game. You went outside the rules. But if I tell you I'm going outside the rules,
You're still cheating.
Yes, but the element of cheating is the fact that it's secretive.
Especially in a relationship as well.
Are you sure, fam? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
What's the definition of cheating?
Okay, so act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage.
What advantage are you getting?
A nut. Isn't that the advantage?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because if you do a sex scene and you're watching it together with your partner, it's not cheating.
What's cheating? I don't think
They know
acting is cheating. Acting is not cheating.
Okay, when I get confused like this, I go to the Bible, right? Because that's the first book. So let's see. So cheating is adultery, basically.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's adultery?
Well, I think that's more to do with husband and wife.
Okay, so now we're just talking about just relationship.
That one are fornication.
Fornicative cheating.
Yeah, voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and a person who is not their spouse.
So that's the only form of cheating that's in the Bible, though.
Yeah.
So you technically, so what? We technically can't be cheating unless we're married.
Bro, I hear it.
Hey!
I'm not saying it's right. I'm
not saying it's right, but only when you're married
asking
is
questions.
adultery. Bible is biblical.
I mean,
Because
I'm not
God
saying
doesn't
this-
recognize all these relationships.
Does it?
No,
To you,
because
we're single. My name is
think about it,
David.
though. Like I feel like back in back in Jerusalem and back in those days,
Yeah.
like there wasn't no boyfriend or girlfriend. It's like we're married or we're not.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
somebody would walk up to you and be like, "I want to marry your daughter."
yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah, if anything, if you were having sex before marriage, it was fornication.
Right.
So whether you were in a relationship with somebody else, it was all under the same umbrella as fornication. That's what I mean by that is it John and Mary.
and that's a sin still.
Yes, having
So
sex.
then, so
John and Mary having sex is seen as fornication. John cheating on Mary with Maria is also fornication.
it's just as bad.
Yes, it's all the
I
same
guess the act is the same.
because it's before marriage, so it's called fornication.
Right.
But
Right.
the adultery is
When it's
in the
marriage.
confines of marriage. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
So even like having sex with your girlfriend,
it's
the
fornication.
same sin as having sex with somebody else that's not your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So all fornication.
Wow.
It's all the same umbrella.
Yeah, same umbrella. Yeah, woke up a lot of people there.
That conclusion you got to was a bit.
You shook my head by accident.
Yeah, he shook his
It's
hand.
not something to agree on. I'm just spitballing, man. Asking questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so I'm actually curious. Can you walk us through how an Irish lad plays basketball in America? How did that happen?
Well, my story was kind of wild. Like, people asked me this question all that time, like it was like through something, right?
Yeah.
So let me go back. So when I was like 13, right? So we won our league, right? I was playing for Dublin Lions, St. Clondalkin.
Yeah, double lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we won our league. So the head person was like, you know what, you guys did great. Let's go to America, right?
Uh-huh.
So, the trip was $2,000 at the time. That's big money for us, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
I went home. I said, Mom, listen,
Yeah.
no more birthday presents or Christmas presents. Like I want to go to America.
Yeah.
So Mom was like, well, okay, well if you read book, then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So then I
So
read,
that's the
man.
book.
And then
You read those books.
I read those books.
Yeah.
So then we kind of just went to America, and at that point, like my development was kind of going up because I was only playing basketball for maybe 10 months at that point.
Okay.
Right. So I only started I just started playing
So
basketball.
what age were you when you started playing basketball?
I was I just went on 13.
So
I
you
just
that's
12
late
going
in the
on 13.
basketball.
Very late.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
very, very
okay.
late.
And what made you want to play basketball at that age?
So I was playing football, right? And I went to Mall Park. And
Yeah.
my English teacher, who I was very fond of, was like, listen, we don't have enough players for the basketball tryout. And I'm
Yeah.
staying late, so just come try it out.
Yeah.
So then, I picked up this orange ball, man. It just kind
Yeah.
of felt kind of cool, I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So then I really enjoyed it. And one of my friends was like, you know what, come to Dublin Lions training, man. Let's start going
Yeah.
from there. And that's when it all started. So I was 12 then.
Okay.
But so we went to America, but with this window of going to America, I grew from 5'6" to 6'6" 1 year.
Wow.
So then,
crazy.
by the time,
5'6" to 6'6".
Wait, as in before you went to America?
yeah, no, like so when I set foot on America, I was 6'6".
There's something about America, innit?
No, I was 6'6" already, man.
Oh,
I
okay, say
grew in
less.
Ireland.
Say less.
like,
Say less. I was just thinking, I'm booking my flights tomorrow.
America's not making you tall, man. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
All right. Say less, bro.
Yeah, so that helped, you know. I was a 6'6", 13-year-old. Imagine now, that's weird, right?
Mad.
Yeah.
So we went to this camp, the Philadelphia 76ers camp, and it was just a camp for us to just play basketball. And I was scared, man, playing against the Americans, like you know.
Yeah.
But I had a really good camp, really good. Like I was doing things I didn't even know that I could do. You know, it was God, like you know,
Yeah.
it just felt really, you know. And there was a game that we were playing, and it was packed out with like these grown men with books and writing stuff, and I was like, oh, we must be playing somebody serious, like, oh man. But then it turns out they were there for me.
Okay.
I was like,
Oh,
wow.
scouts.
Yeah. So then they were like, okay, listen, like we want you to have like a scholarship and play high school basketball, blah, blah, blah. So they called my mom, was like, listen, like Aidan might have to like stay here, man. She's like, no way, like no way. And she asked me like, do you want to stay? I said, no, mom, I really don't want to stay. Like I want to come back home. Imagine, like I'm scared. Why am I staying in America? I'm not from there. You know?
Yeah.
And the guys were like, no, like it could change his life. Like this is serious stuff, like, you know. So my mom was like, well, okay. Well, do you think you're good enough to play over there? I said, no, like there's no way. Like, you know, I didn't know anything. I just been playing for like a year at that point, right? But then I ended up actually staying. And that's what happened, bro. Like I was going like on a holiday basically. And I never came back.
That's crazy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it
Talk
happened.
about life changing.
You know?
Yeah.
Some people go to Nigeria.
I don't come back. You went to America and didn't come
I
back.
didn't come back.
That's
man.
crazy.
And so you were, what year are you? That's what, first year, secondary school here?
I just finished second year.
You just finished second. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so when I came back, I was still young though. So I did second year again when I get.
Okay. Okay.
That must be
The,
really
the,
crazy.
the culture shock, the culture shift.
Oh man,
Well, how was that?
it was insane. Like I struggled for a while, you know.
Yeah.
Just like a kid from Clondalkin, like coming to New York, like
Yeah.
it was like, yo, like where am I? Like things like the city was so fast, never sleeping, like it was
Yeah.
insane, and I struggled, man, early, but you know, eventually, like on like my second, third year, I got used to it, but it was culture shock, like
Yeah.
like
Especially at a young age as well.
Yeah.
young age.
I can imagine because
It'd be culture
Ireland
shock now
is slow.
for us.
Yeah, Ireland is like not like in a bad. Well, Ireland is Ireland. This is the culture here. You know, it's very, very
Their
slow.
lifestyle is slower.
Yeah,
much
yeah.
slower.
But yeah, exactly. So I then go from like somewhere from like Dawkins to like New York.
It's crazy.
Like New York of all places in the world is
One of the biggest
It's one of the
cities.
top cities.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, that was insane, man. That was insane.
And then so you do that.
Yeah.
What? So how did you only start? You're only 10 months in terms of.
Yeah.
Can you put a finger on what made you like way better? Was it the environment or?
It was the environment, and I think a light bulb in my head, like, okay, maybe I could do something with this.
Okay.
So then it's like, okay, I enjoy it, like I really enjoy it, and then two, the household I was brought up in, like everybody worked hard, like,
Okay.
you know, like that was just instilled in us, you know.
Yeah.
You know, mom's a single mom working 2-3 jobs just to put food on the table, like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
so just like even just watching that, you're like, okay, like we need to work, like, you know.
Yeah.
And when I came there, that's all I had. Like I guess that was the closest thing that I had to like feel comfortable in a new country, right? So I just got obsessed, like, you know, like I'm talking about obsession. Like I'd be in my room doing push-ups, sit-ups, push-ups, sit-ups. There's some days I do like 1,000. I'm like 15. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I'm just doing stuff.
And you're still growing as well.
I'm just
like-
growing, you know what I'm saying? So just that obsession, you know, of just trying to work out every day, like I think that eventually it just made me better, you know, like that gradually, you know. And then I think I took the biggest jump when I was from 16 to 17 years old. That's when I took the biggest jump in development.
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
So you're born in like 2000?
2000, baby, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
This guy's in the sky. And what the college sports in America is big, innit?
It's big. It's even bigger now, man, because there's like money involved. Like kids are getting paid real bread.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what you could be like you could just be a college footballer or basketballer and you're all right.
Like you're comfy, fam.
Oh.
Did you hear the way
Oh,
he
what's
said
that?
comfy?
It's a comfy.
How many, like, is it per week, like football, or is
Is
it?
it 6 figures? 7-figure deals.
Wow.
Like you're signing them.
Oh, yeah, 6 figures.
6.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
some players can get like 7. Depending.
Wow.
Schools is there's like bread just floating around.
Yeah.
And then you make your own bread too, you know, endorsements and stuff too.
Sponsorships
But
and
this
stuff
just
like that.
started really. This like the 2-year anniversary of when college was revolutionized with like money now.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
before you couldn't make nothing, like it's illegal.
I
But
heard
like
it
now
was.
it's everything.
Right. So
Yeah.
the dude that's, because you know some people I know that have been in college for 6 years,
Yeah.
6, 7 years, 8 years, right?
There's actually a dude that does like has been there for 8 years. Swear down.
Like
Yeah.
what? Like playing
He's
basketball?
playing basketball, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he not a fully grown man?
Yeah.
Man is my age,
No,
still playing.
so like how college works there, yeah. You have like red shirt years, right? So like say a red shirt year is just like a free year. It doesn't count because you're not playing, right?
Okay.
So you can have a red shirt year for multiple reasons. Red shirt year could be like academics. You don't read books, so you can't play.
Yeah.
One. There's another red shirt year saying, say you blew out your knee or something.
Okay.
They would be like, well, he didn't play red shirt. And then the last one is mostly like you come in, you're a freshman, your body's not ready yet. Like you need to put on weight, you need to get better. You red shirt him. So that guy that plays 8 years, man, he was hurt twice, 2 years in a row. He red shirt the first year too. Like so, this is his 8th college basketball year.
So he,
real life.
so you can make money for like 8 years.
He's not making money.
Yeah, I mean,
But
technically.
Would you make money
Technically.
when you're in your like those red shirt years?
Yeah, you would, yeah, because
Okay.
there was a red shirt in my old school that still got paid.
That's crazy.
Wouldn't be a comfy amount, but
It'll be something
Get
like
money.
Yeah.
Because like I know it's very hard to get into the NBA.
very
Yeah.
And you're saying, there's 450 active players?
active roster spot. So
That's crazy.
That's
if you're on a
small.
roster spot, you're one of 450 people in the world. Period.
Jesus.
There's 8 billion people on Earth. You know?
Wait. So you're saying for one spot?
For once, no. I'm saying for the whole of the NBA, there's only 450 spots because there's 30 teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's 15 active roster spots.
Okay.
Done.
So how would you get? Is it drafted?
You'll get people making the NBA in different ways now, man. You know,
Okay.
you can get drafted. That's the most common way. You get drafted. But most of the people that are drafted don't even stay in the NBA for more than 2 years. Like because you're constantly, you know what I'm saying. Then there's
What's bigger than the NBA?
nothing. That's
No,
the best
that's
league in
the
the world.
best
man.
league. It's like
That's
the
it.
Premier League.
Yeah. So then you go.
Well, no.
So if you do your 2 years, say for example you come in for 2 years. Oh, you said that other people come in after and you get dropped.
Come in, yeah, you can get caught. Like for multiple reasons, you might get hurt. You know.
Yeah.
You know things happen.
Yeah.
So would it you go to a lower league or you just stop playing basketball?
What's the
See,
lower
but that's
league
up
of
to you.
NBA?
So there's a second league, which is the G League.
Oh, G League.
So there's the G League.
Doesn't sound good. It's not like you're in the G League.
The G League's good, man.
No, I'm sure it's a high standard, but the name.
But the name is just like you're
never
not.
B.
It's like conference.
Yeah, conference. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like the developmental league though. Like sometimes the NBA will send players there on an assignment to get better, and then they'll come back.
Oh, really?
It's kind of like there's a league like that, man.
Football?
Yeah, like in football. What's it called? Like there's like
I would say it's
the
leagues.
Premier League and the Coca-Cola League.
You're talking about the championship, where they would send like you'd send your
Like
like-
a junior team.
Academy,
you
like,
send your
what's it
academy,
called? What's
yeah.
it called?
What's that called?
Reserve, not reserve.
Yeah, no, you send them to the championship. You send them to like you put them on loan, like Ahmad.
Oh, is
for
it
United.
like a loan system?
Yeah, loan
Almost
system.
like a-
Yeah,
okay,
you
like
go
a
you
loan
go to
system.
play
Basically,
there and then you come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I hear it.
Yeah.
So what the process like from college basketball?
Yeah.
Can you go straight to the NBA or do you have to go through the G League?
Well, it depends now. You know, you can go straight to the NBA, right? But if it's like, okay, you didn't get drafted, right? You're fighting for a two-way deal. Say you get the two-way deal, right? A two-way deal means you're going to be in the G League and the NBA. You don't have a standard contract. You're just going to be trying to fight your way up, you know, kind of thing. You know, and then there's people that just try to make the G League to get seen and then go to the NBA.
Okay.
And then there's people that are just like, you know what, I'm not doing this G League business. I'm going to go play overseas.
A lot of people do that, right?
Yeah, and overseas now, them leagues are good too, man.
Yeah, like
just-
there's Barcelona and Real Madrid. Yeah.
I was like,
Now
they have
that's-
basketball team.
Now that's the Euro League, man. Them boys can hoop, you know.
Yeah,
And like,
no.
even like like Luka Doncic and stuff. So that's like I don't know if you guys know him.
Yeah.
Like he's from over there. Like he's from Europe.
Yeah.
He's even saying like it's harder than the NBA because
really?
Oh, man.
not that they're more talented. The game is slower. So now you have to use your head. You know, you don't score 120 to 100. You score 67 to 70. That's a harder game.
Yeah.
You know, that's the spacing is not as open.
But there's more tactics involved.
It's more. You know what
Mental.
I'm saying?
So if you learn over there and come to the NBA, you're probably superior.
You're mentally good.
You
know, so that's why these kids that make the NBA from Europe,
Yeah.
they be like they play pro since they were 15.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be alright because they're good. At least they're gonna be like their IQ is gonna be.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's sick. That's sick.
That's
But it's just not close, like physically. Like the athletes are so much better in the NBA.
yeah.
I think athleticism in America in general is insane.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
off the
looking at when you look at NFL, bro. Looking
Those
at
are the
Their
best
build
athletes
is
in the
mad.
world.
No,
Those are
no,
the best
it's-
athletes in the
Yeah,
world.
they are. They're
Bro,
To be
crazy.
that big and that fast.
exactly.
Imagine somebody, I swear, right? So
Crazy.
So I played at Louisville, right? The first 2 years, right? And there was a guy that got drafted to the NBA. I think his name was Mekhi Beckman or something like that.
Okay.
He was like 6'7", 380 pounds. That boy, his feet were like feathers.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how can he
Crazy.
be that big? He was a monster of a man. Like seriously, like
Yeah,
huge.
I was
Like,
just
how could you
quick.
move
Flying
like
past
that?
it.
Like,
Nah, no, the
brilliant
NFL is a
athlete.
different. I can't even come for those guys.
horrible to
Those
watch.
guys are serious.
It's not a great sport.
It's not a great sport to watch at all.
Great sport to watch.
At all,
yeah,
boys.
yeah, boy.
But like,
No, but it's nice to watch when they throw it
No.
and then they're running and then they catch it. When
Like,
it's
it's
mid
a-
and then
it's a
they do
game
a
of
touchdown. Oh, it's beautiful.
yeah, like it's a game of moments and tactics.
Shout out Ocho Cinco, my guy.
Like it's a game of moments and tactics. So, and like most people don't like to watch that, but like when you catch that moment, you're just like,
Like you could even say the same about football. With some matches are boring.
Yeah, so much.
It's only if you like football that you actually appreciate.
But
it
like,
sometimes.
there's like,
it's like boxing
there's
as well.
nothing. Yeah, it's like boxing as well. Like, there's nothing like. See the World Cup final there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That-
electrifying.
That's like. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Girls were watching it.
Yeah.
And the girls were like, "Is this what you guys go through every weekend?"
yeah.
Literally, like, what? That's what we addicted to this sport, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Sorry, it's mad. Athleticism in America is crazy, but then for some reason their soccer team isn't great.
They get better.
Like,
They get better. Pulisic now.
he's a little feather, man. Man, let the wind blow. He's gonna fall down, man.
What?
Have you ever seen them kick a ball? No, not like the soccer players. Like you used to kick ball. How do you kick a ball?
To me.
Like
You
I-
study your foot, no?
I see some. No, I've seen you.
That's why he said that.
He said they used to sweat in the foot.
Because you see some people kick a ball and you say you don't play football.
Yeah, you can't believe it.
Like you toe poke.
Yeah, most Americans like I saw Kevin had kick a penalty in Manchester.
Yeah, like they
you
use
can
the
tell.
whole
Yeah.
body.
Yeah. So like we always talk about America.
Yeah.
How long did you live there actually?
9 years now.
9 years, okay. Like we always talk about like America in terms of like just the wild stuff that happens.
Right.
Right? And then obviously you've had like I guess the mixture of like living here and living
Right.
there as well. What where would you rather live?
Man, I've been asked this question. Like rather like settle down.
Yeah.
Because if you're asking me now, like as a 22-year-old, I said America just
Okay.
because I'm chasing a dream, right?
Yeah.
So, but this is a great question because it's like, where would you rather live? So, how I think is like, where would you rather raise your kids?
Yeah.
That's what you got to think about.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say America, but right, let's not give them all the glory now. There's only certain reasons why I would live there, right?
Yeah.
A lot of it would be like I would like them to have an American passport, right?
Okay.
Because right now you're European, right? So now you want to enter there, you need visa and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like even like in like governmental wise, right? The world respects the American passport for some reason. Like you have so much more access, right?
Yeah.
And then also, the biggest thing I put, my kids are probably gonna be athletes, right? My genes, right? So let's say they want to be basketball players. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
but if
There's
you marry a woman that okay, continue.
Carry those jeans.
Yeah.
Because if you marry somebody,
That one's sorted, man. That's right. That one's sorted, fam. Trust.
if your kids, yes,
No way.
continue.
Oh, you said it, so you have a babes.
Sorted, man.
Hey.
You know?
I continue. Yeah.
That one's sorted. So I feel like, so if I have a kid, whatever, they're probably gonna be tall, most likely.
Yeah.
I would like them to be in America because it's like, okay, there's opportunity. Like, okay, say if I have a daughter, right? You know, they don't make a lot of money playing basketball.
Yeah, the
right?
WNBA, yeah.
But go to Stanford. Go play basketball in Stanford.
Okay.
Right. You graduate from Stanford, you're set. Right. That's like an Oxford.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But they're high athletics.
It's like an NCI.
Yeah. Wait.
Have you heard of NCI? It's like NCI in Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But like their athletics is big. You know what I mean? So like it's just given they have more opportunity to be great. I feel like in that country. But if I'm in my 20s and whatnot, like I probably want to live in Europe. Most likely. The quality of life is probably a little better, in my opinion.
In
Europe?
In Europe in general, not like Ireland,
like Europe.
What was the craziest thing? Because like, okay, I understand. I don't necessarily know if I understand because I've heard. You know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of people from America say that like come to Ireland or come to Europe and be like, I would rather raise my kids out here just because of safety.
Safety was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
Have you seen some bad stuff in the US?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like, well, like, what would be like a wild thing that you see?
The wildest thing I've seen.
Is it as bad as we see on the news, or is it even worse?
It's worse, man. There's no way. It's worse because the maddest thing I've ever seen, like I said, I was at Louisville, the whole Breonna Taylor thing, you know?
Yeah.
That was insane.
Taylor's.
Like, she was basically just shot in her apartment for no reason by the police. Like,
Yeah,
that was probably, I was in the city. That was insane.
Oh, crazy.
Like, I was like, that's not right, man.
Like,
Basically, not to bring race into this, but being shot because you're black.
Yeah.
Simply.
Even like Trayvon Martin, like being shot because you're black.
Yeah.
Basically. So I feel like being black in America is hard.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'd probably want to live like in Europe if you can. But just being black in general is hard.
Yeah,
You know,
anywhere.
like, people don't realize that. They just they'll never understand unless you're black, right? But being black in America is a difficult thing for a fact. So that's why they're probably talking about that, like safety.
Yeah.
Also, like I've heard people that live in Europe and like let's say they lived in Ireland or lived in UK, they say that like once you go to America, you feel that you're black. Like there's like blackness is like it's palpable. It's like the way they're treating me, it's because I'm black.
That's a fantastic word, Tony.
I might have used tangible.
Palpable.
You guys know English.
Yeah, is that something that your 13-year-old you kind of noticed when you moved over?
Yeah, I mean immediately, right? Like, so I always get slagged because of my accent, right? Even from the Irish, because they're like, "Oh, you sound all American now." Man.
Yeah.
Starting at that, right?
Yeah.
So I dealt with a lot of things, man. So I lived in Brooklyn, New York,
Tough one, bro.
Brooklyn.
right?
Damn.
Brooklyn, New York, a 13-year-old 6'6" kid.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, lads, just to start with
He's
you.
alright, yeah.
They're like, what the hell is wrong with him? Man? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, so I'm like, I mean, all right. What's up?
Y'all good?
Yeah, y'all straight over there, y'all. Okay. So then I have to be like, oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
I feel like even when people talk to me, right, they always say I'm a social chameleon because I can adapt easy.
Yes,
I've talked to white billionaires and I'll be straight like I like that kid.
Like me more.
That's a good kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And then like I'm at home when my boss is starting boys again, go get a sports bag like But it's like how can he be so many people? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm the same person. I've just lived everywhere. I can adjust, right? That's a skill to have. You need that. Like if you want to be a wealthy man, you need that. Imagine you want to go to a business meeting, you have to know who you're about to talk to, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, this is how you act. Unfortunately, as black men, we have to do that, man.
You have to.
Yeah, especially Nigerian people that came to Ireland, like or African people that come to Ireland, like again, if I grew up in church.
Yeah.
So everyone was speaking like Alpha now, like, do you know what I mean? Like, so we did. Do you know what I mean? So because I wasn't gonna go to church and be like, I love Jesus. Like, you know what I mean? Like hallelujah.
Hallelujah, what?
You know what I mean? Like,
But you got a code switch.
Imagine like, sure, God's good enough.
He's proper good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like saying like, so being that in that environment, and then you go to school, right? And you spend most time in school, like, you couldn't even let out a flipping mistake.
Right.
You couldn't even say bus stop. It has to be bus stop.
Bus stop.
Yeah, if you say bus stop, it's long. What you say, David? You say bus stop. What's that? Bus stop.
Man's a father.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, bro. So like we learned so well to like with white people you gotta be like this.
Yeah.
We learn how to code switch every dimension. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to learn how to code switch, man. You just can't just go.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with just going because you are who you are. But the reality is like they might treat you a little different. Like you know what I mean? Just the way it is. So, that's facts.
I hear that. No, I the one I want though, I'd like to have that American one.
Yeah. The American accent.
I'll just be able to switch to the like
The American accent.
Yeah.
Why?
We get over here.
Y'all know,
This is the worst. Yo, do Atlanta real quick.
Atlanta? We good over here, man. We good over here, man.
I find it interesting. You speak about like did you grow up in church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Church. My mom's a very religious person.
Okay.
Like, big Christian.
Oh. I seen your TikTok. Sorry to cut you off, but I seen your TikTok where you were on the plane, innit?
Oh yeah.
Where
Scary,
you got moved to first class.
Yeah.
And you thought it was an angel.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. What was it about?
So, basically, I booked my flight, and I'm just to book it. Sometimes you just book the flight just to go.
Yeah.
And the seat was in the middle. So it wasn't like I'll be uncomfortable. I can't sit there,
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, so I'm trying to change my flight seat, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's full. By the time I get on the plane, the lady's like, oh, you can't sit there. Move you up to first class. It's fine. I was like, yay, okay. You know what I'm saying? So then I sat there, but now I'm in a different side of the plane, right? So I'm chilling. I have my little setup, my laptop there. I'm doing work, whatever. And then this old man came and tapped me on the shoulder, like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. He's like, are you a basketball player? I'm like, yeah, I am, whatever. Like, it's cool. And then she's like, oh, where did you play? So then I'm just kind of like doing the routine. Everybody asks, I played in Louisville for 2 years, Grand Canyon, whatever. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah. There's actually like an Irish kid that plays on Grand Canyon, And I was like, really? Like, so the bad thing that I do at times, I'm very sarcastic, right?
Yeah.
So I just act like I don't know at times. I know who he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
He's talking about. I wanted to just see if he really knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
This man literally explained my whole life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like things that you can't just search up, Like my mom, like how I grew up with my mom and everything. So I'm like, hold on. Like, who is this man?
Yeah, how do you know that?
And you know what? What really scared me is that he was like 80 years old. So there's no TikTok for him. There's no Instagram for him.
Yeah.
Well, how does he know all this? So I didn't really think that deep into it. Like, I'm just like, all right, cool. So then he came back again. Like, I'm keep on removing my headphones, man. I was kind of getting vexed. I can't lie. So I was like, what's up, man? And then he's like, hey, I want to give you this book, I wrote this book a long time ago. I'm like, really? He said, yeah, it's been translated in 49 different languages. I'm like, this book is popular.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's only a pamphlet too. Like, I give it a read, So then he left, whatever. As I was reading this book, I just started crying.
Okay.
You ask me why, I don't know. Right?
Okay.
Again, like my faith.
What was the book about?
It's basically about it's called Meet My Head Coach, and it basically meaning like your head coach is God, right?
Class.
Meet my head coach, right?
Class.
But he explains like Christianity in basketball terms. There's 4 quarters. It's like quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. There's a halftime. There's a timeout. You know what I'm saying? And then it's basically just talking about sin, right? So I'm just like, yay, like this. I don't know, like I was so into it, like reading, like really into it, and I just started crying. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like,
wow.
It's a good read, so I kept it there. I'm like, it's a good man.
Yeah.
Then he came again. I'm like, yay. So I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, thank you so much for this book. Like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And he was like, look, I want to tell you something. Like I met your head coach before, and I'm just like, really? He's like, yeah, I was just with him. He shows me a picture. The way on the iPhone it says that like the date.
Yeah.
He literally met like my head coach literally like a couple of days before he met me. How? Because I flew out of LA, right? So he flew out of LA. But my head coach is in Phoenix. So where did you go see him?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I met your head coach in Louisville too. He showed me a picture of him and my head coach in Louisville. I haven't seen that man in 3 years. Why? How?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
So I was a little freaked out, like, yo, okay, why is this man really like intertwined in my life? And then he was like, soon you're gonna meet your head coach too, like, you know.
Wow.
So then I didn't think that deep into it. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, because I transferred to a new school.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, my head coach, you know. And then when he's about to shake my hand, he like spilled water on my laptop. I'm like, oh man, you know, trying to be nice. Like, oh, you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
Looking at the laptop's not wet. I saw the water
Bro, it's not- yeah. Go ahead. Keep going.
pour on my laptop.
Yeah.
So that was like, yeah, this is actually insane. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So yeah, so it was crazy. So when I just kind of like left the airplane, I was like, yeah, like I think I met like an angel, like, you know, like it touched me. I called my mom and she just started praying. No, like African mom.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, man, thank
That's
you,
mad.
Jesus, and whatever. And I just
Whoa.
And you never saw him when you're getting off the plane.
no, because I was in front. You
That's
know?
crazy.
So like I didn't even, you know, me, I was just still kind of bugged out. Like this is crazy. You know?
And you look at your laptop like, this is not wet.
This is nowhere.
It's crazy.
So then I was like, okay. But I didn't see him get off the plane because I got off the plane first, you know.
First, yeah.
And then my friend, like, he was there to pick me up, so I'm trying to, you know, rush off the plane. But I'm thinking, like, yo, but like,
I believe in angels.
You said
But
what?
obviously, I believe in angels, but I believe angels come in that form.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do.
You said you don't or you're.
I do, because it happened to like not that specifically, but an old man came up to me.
Yeah.
I was skateboarded, right?
He's done everything. This guy has done everything.
He's bodied everything.
I bodied it. It was Whopper.
No. But I was these times I was going. I think I went on this one to clear my head because I was going through a rough time in it, and I sat down on some part of the close to the square, anyways. So I have my head down. Some guy randomly walks up to me. He goes, "Pa, everything's gonna be all right." Literally, I thought he was drunk, so I just literally like, thanks, put my head down. Literally, within like 3-4 seconds, wanted to look, go see him again. Like, there's no way he could have gone
That's what I'm saying.
that quickly.
And
So-
yeah, it's, you know, like, okay, so I'm a very like logical person, right?
Yeah.
I'm a nerd. Like I like to learn and read books and all that.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of like academia, right? It just contradicts religion.
Yeah.
Because we want logic, right? We
Yeah,
want it
yeah,
to make
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But that's not how God moves.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't make
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly.
So even when I posted that video, there was the good comments and there was the like, oh, you gotta be lying. Like, where is he from? Like, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
And I'm just like, there's just things you just don't even question. Like,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
take it for what it is. It's a blessing. It's a message. Like, take it for
This is
what
what it is.
Don't even question, because we be finding ourselves like questioning for ages.
Yes,
You never
yeah.
find
You
the
will
answer,
never find
like,
the answer.
real answer. You know
will
what I
never
mean?
find the
Like, where did that man go in your story?
Bro,
How's it possible, man?
I started looking for him.
Yeah.
That's skateboarding, yeah.
That's skateboard.
Pulling ollies.
Couldn't find the man. So
Nuts, man.
yeah, like so would that have been something that you like your mom would have instilled in you like from early? Like, would you have had to go to church?
Yeah, like, so I had a different relationship with church when I was younger,
Yeah.
Because as a kid, I used to always miss my matches because my match was on Sunday. So then that makes you quite bitter as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
I hate church, like, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like me leaving home in America was probably the best thing that happened to me because I had to find God for myself, you know?
Okay.
There's a
okay.
difference with having God forced upon you, like most African kids, right? Like in general, and literally finding Him by yourself.
By yourself, yeah.
And I think, you know, once my mom, because, you know, my mom is my best friend, like, so I tell her everything, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, even just like recently, like my relationship with God has like increased
Yeah,
like,
sick.
so much, right?
Sick.
And she just like, thank God.
yeah.
Telling this boy, now you see.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, mom, like, I didn't really know nothing. I was just following God out of obedience. Not out of like genuine, like, I really want to like follow Him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, yeah, like you really have
This
to.
is like that scripture that says, train your child up in the way
They should
to
go
go
when
when
they
they're older. I always feel like there's some people like who grew up in church. I'm like, and they obviously go through their like phase. We've all kind of gone through that phase. Some people's is shorter, some people's is longer.
Some people are still there.
Some people are still there right now, but I'm always like, they'll come back.
Yeah.
They were raising like the seed, especially in a time.
planted.
It's planted, especially
planted.
in a time when you were very impressionable as well.
Yeah,
You,
it's
like,
planted.
it actually, what that does is like your life revolves around that.
Yeah.
Like every decision you make, you're just like, even if you're doing things that aren't like, bro, you remember the phase you were in.
Oh, yeah.
Like you knew everything you were doing was wrong. Like, you knew.
And you may not
that's the
think
Holy
about
Spirit,
something
though.
behind
Yeah.
it.
That's that conscience
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
tell you what's wrong and what's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like again, the person, for example, even the person who is like, I don't believe in God, right? Who but grew up in the church, right? The whole life revolves around not believing in God.
Not believing. Like, that
You
becomes
believe in him. You just try to disprove it.
Atheists are weird, man.
belief is the belief
You say you don't
that God doesn't
believe
exist.
in God,
Right.
but you don't believe that you believe.
You know, it's crazy. So I went to a Christian university, right?
Okay.
And, you know, very big. That's another kind of reason why I kind of fell in love with God more.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a couple of people, though, that were atheists that went there.
Okay.
I wonder
And
why.
there were
It's weird.
one time I was in one of my lectures, and then they just went on a mad one, like asking questions like how's God real? Explain. I said,
Okay.
yay.
Yeah.
I
Just
said,
like
I'm not. Let me see you. I'm like, what?
yeah.
Like, you are a mad one, and he's just asking questions like, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, no, the world was created by the Big Bang. You know, this, and that.
For them to even
Like-
believe a bang
Okay, listen.
You
As
believe
the
in
world
something.
was
You
formed.
believe in something. Yeah.
Like, again, there's an answer to all that. Yeah. Again, I might be wrong. I might be right.
Yeah.
If you look at Genesis, right?
Yeah.
Before the world was created, it was dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't space dark?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, and then let there be light. That probably was the bang.
Yeah, that they're
You
talking
don't
about.
know,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I think time there's no time with God, right?
Yeah, yeah.
God is in the past, future, and present. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
yeah.
right? Maybe his 7 days was 4 billion years.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's really different ways to think about that. You know what I'm saying? But like people try to like use science because it makes more sense to understand.
Because it's logical, as you were saying.
Logical,
Yeah.
but
And do
it
you know
doesn't
what?
make sense.
I think it's the foundation as well. Like,
Yeah.
you could seek the answer to want to prove what you believe in or disprove.
Disprove. Yeah.
Facts.
And I think that foundation changes the scope of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And that's the problem I have with scientists.
Why?
They have a theory,
Yeah.
and then they find something to match their theory, and now that theory is a fact.
Yeah,
It doesn't make
that's
sense.
crazy.
Like I can have a theory, I'm sure I can find something that matches that theory, and
Make it
all
a
of a
fact.
sudden I'm a scientist.
Yeah, but I guess the difference between everything else versus science is that like they're probably finding things that don't exist, or sometimes they create.
No, but sometimes they go back on their theory.
Yeah, that happens all the time. That's
They
very
really
common.
change, which is
why,
crazy.
Why is it facts?
I mean,
I guess
Because they have a PhD.
things have become facts because they can prove it. I guess
right. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You just got to prove your theory.
it's like who came up with the theory of the gravity.
Gravity.
What's his name?
Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton.
Like it's true. If you don't believe, you can't jump off a building. It's true. Do you know what I mean? So like that's something that can't be disproved anymore because he's proven it.
Right.
That's the only way, I guess.
I think it was like Albert Einstein or is it Stephen Hawking or one of them people, one of them smart ones. They like just they proved their theory of like time has no beginning, right?
Okay.
Then later on, he disproved it was like
Yeah. Has to be a
there was
beginning to time.
There has to be.
Yeah,
has to
So they do prove and disprove all the time. Now saying time has no beginning was just
It's wild.
wild, right? There has to be a start to something.
Do you know what's crazy? I'm reading a book at the moment. Right, it's very interesting because it talks a lot about like all the different type of thoughts that we've had, as in the thinkers of the past. Like so, a lot of the philosophers into kind of like Nietzsche, Friedrich Nietzsche,
Oh, Nietzsche.
Nietzsche, some Marx. I forgot his name, but
Karl Marx.
yes, Karl Marx, right? It's by Carl Truman. It's called Strange New World, right? So I'm reading this at the moment. A lot of these things are just thoughts that, like, for example, what did Descartes say? I think, therefore I am, right? Which is that even if you go to the Bible, there's that same ideology there. But then I think, therefore I am is a lot of the thing that sponsors the environment we're in today, if you get what I'm trying to say. Think about it.
That's kind of
So think about it.
Think about it.
that's what you're doing.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. I don't want to go too deep. I think I'm a dog.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, go ahead, explain.
Do you know what I mean? We're trying to be careful about it.
I get it.
I'm a they.
Oh, that.
Yes.
Oh, don't even get it.
Yeah. But you understand? Like, there was a thought that like people kept going back to it, expanded into like, yes, let's separate this. What has always been some, I guess, maybe fact or whatever it is, let's separate this and let's make it this. So like these like theories that come and go, the ones that don't change just evolve into like
branches.
Break apart everything.
Yeah,
normal.
absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting, but no, the book is like, bro.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, read it. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a crazy. Yeah, very crazy one.
Man. So when we come to the end of the pod, we always ask a question. Where's your head at? Who wants to go first?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh,
You can go first, yeah.
my head is bro. I was gonna talk about. Nah, leave it. I'm excited to go on tour. We're going on tour for Open Circle.
Oh yes.
Like this podcast.
No, not this podcast.
Soon though.
Soon, yeah. Oh, soon though.
We're actually
Are we announcing anything?
Oh man, yeah.
Should we just talk about it? It should be out by this time. No?
Okay.
We gotta do it.
Yeah, we have to do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So 29th of July, we're having a live show, boys. Yeah. Match the energy, bro. Come on.
The cameras are on me, so
It's on you now.
Yeah, Sugar Club tickets will be out on Friday. I've said it now, so it has to happen.
What?
Yeah, tickets will be out on Friday.
Like next week?
Next Friday.
Yeah, well, the Friday that this comes out.
So yeah.
Got a big apple.
That Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
So
Friday.
tickets will be out on Friday. Just check our socials. And we'll
That was
give you all the
executive decision there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it has to be done. We'll give you all the details.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Live show, man.
Same location
July
as well.
29th. Sugar
Yeah.
Club.
It's gonna be. Trust me, this one is gonna be hot. Trust it. There's gonna be some hot stuff. As in, we have a lot of things planned for this one,
Yes.
and it's gonna be hot. No, as in. Trust me. It's a hot live show that's coming. Yo, wait.
Hot live
In fact, that's the name of the live show. Hot. But yeah, I'm excited to go on tour. So there's this logo. We're ministry, young adults. And we run every Tuesday. So we're do it in Dublin. So we're gonna try and go. We're going to Cork, Galway, Drogheda, and then we're coming back to Dublin.
Is that June or July?
End of June, 30th of June, and I'm running the 1st, 2nd, and 4th of July, which is gonna be it's cool, man. I'm just more than just going on tour. Like we're going on tour. It's like I feel like it's I don't know. I'm praying about it like every day. It was like a monumental moment, I think, in Ireland, young Irish Christians and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I'm very, very excited for it. My mind is like consumed by that. So that's where my head is at. What about you?
My head is at just life is like good.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
He's all right.
That makes me really happy.
He's all right.
No, life is like thank God for life.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
Like most times we thank God because a big thing happens. Sometimes just thank God
For life, man. You're breathing.
That's true, man.
You're breathing.
Yeah.
Sick, bro. What about you, bro?
I got a call today to play for someone.
Oh.
So
Something big.
no, not really. Isn't it?
Like, not Rihanna.
It's not big, but it's just cool to get back into that particular music headspace, arranging, MDing, and all that stuff. So I'm really excited about that at the moment. Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. What about you? Where's your head up, pal?
As for me, I mean, it's my last year in college coming up, man. So basically, like, it's a different feeling,
Yeah.
because I feel like even going into this off season, my mind before was kind of like, basketball is still like fun. You're doing it because of the joy.
Yeah.
Now it's business moves. Like, this is your life.
It's changing.
Yeah.
Like, even when I'm working out, like, you're training for your life, for your future. You're trying to put food on the table.
So
now, for
everything,
real.
the stakes are higher.
Yeah.
Stakes are higher. So, like, that's what's on my mind. Even, like, I'm not gonna like my dreams are so big that it keeps me up at night. So I can't sleep. like tussle. And
Love
turn.
that.
You look up, it's 5 a.m. just because like there's a level of anxiety and a level of excitement at the same time. You know? So that's probably what is on my mind right now.
Sick, bro.
Yeah.
I like that. Bro. Bro, it's been. Wait, I was wondering. Do you have any siblings?
I do actually.
Okay,
I have
okay.
an older brother, Brandon.
Okay.
You know, I come from a polygamous home, so obviously, you know, my dad had obviously like another wife, so he has other kids. So there's 8 of us.
Okay.
I'm number 8. I'm the last one.
Okay.
But same mom, same dad. I have one other brother, Brandon.
Okay.
He actually, I don't know. He's probably close to your guys' age. I don't know. But yeah, he's in America now though, doing like tech and music. He actually does music, man.
Is he a musician?
No, he's like a rapper.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. So he's
I used to do that as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Buddy did.
I did body that.
Oh, bro, listen, appreciate you for coming on, man. It's been a
absolutely,
great
man.
conversation.
Great, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, where can we find you?
I'm gonna be. You can find me on my socials, man. You know, like most of my names. Aidan Igiehon is my name for everything. Social, for TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. You know, and I'm gonna be in Dublin, man. You know, and in case this is released soon, you know, I'm having my first camp for kids.
Okay.
Really, my second one. This is like first official. A lot's going into it on Sunday. And you know, more camps are gonna be coming after that. My idea basically now is just to get the youth like better at basketball.
Okay, sick.
I don't want Ireland to be behind the basketball no more, man.
Sick.
So I'm trying to instill whatever I learn. I'm bringing it back.
Is Ireland? Are we good at basketball?
We're actually solid. Like the national team, so I'm gonna be. That's my reason of being back. I'm gonna be playing for the national team.
Okay,
July
really
and
good.
August. So
Okay,
we have
sick.
4 games, home and away, Croatia and Luxembourg. It's pre-qualifiers for the World Cup. So that's what we're trying to do right now. Yeah, man. So.
Hey, sick. Fair play, bro.
Yeah, man.
Fair play, bro. Well done, man. You're doing a great
Appreciate
job.
you, man.
Well done, man. I will catch you soon.
Yeah.
Look.
Later, guys.